Hello, and welcome back to Cinecircle, a roundtable discussion between me and a guest where we talk about our favorite things in the world, movies, movie news, TV, and streaming. Today, we're joined again with Mr. Anastasi for a quick bit as we talk about that new Joker trailer, Folie à Deux. This trailer dropped last week, correct? And we're just now getting a chance to talk about it. We both watched it separately, but we're just going to watch it and give our thoughts on
Sounds cool.
what we think about it. All right. And here we go.
Joke quote.
Yeah?
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
Willy Wonka.
Can't really think of two more opposite characters.
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
gosh.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only
Fall is
thing
quick.
that
Oh, yeah.
there's just to live love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
This shot's good too.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
You know what that gets?
I love that.
That gets the
I
stamp
love
of
that.
approval.
That definitely gets the stamp of approval.
From the get-go, I know people were hesitant to the idea of this sequel being a musical.
You think it's hesitancy because it's the word musical, or hesitancy because you're combining the Joker and musical?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because like that just seems so random to everybody
Yes.
that that would be what direction they would take.
You know, my counter argument to that is it's not. It's just that historically, so Heath Ledger's Joker has now become like the Joker, right?
Yeah.
Fair to say?
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger's Joker really exists as that like antithesis of like Christian Bale's Batman. And everything is just planned out, meticulous planning, plan after plan after plan. I know he says he doesn't have a plan, but let's be real, he's got a plan.
Yeah.
The Joker historically is just not that at all, which is the interesting part. I actually think historically the Joker of comics is more like this trailer, where he's theatrical. He's a performance-based character.
Yeah.
So, in a way, I actually think it's staying a little more true to the quote-unquote canon character.
Well, like the comics, you
Yeah.
know, like no hate to Heath Ledger. I'm about to talk about him later in the podcast, but I think this Joker is a Joker who is so driven by music. I mean, I think it was initially a thing that was just created in the first movie by an accident, where he has that bathroom scene and it's the it's the
yeah.
dance and
Yeah.
the crazy thing
the
was
staircase scene too.
Yeah,
It's just,
the staircase scene
everybody-
especially.
That's
'Cause
what they remember.
Everyone was like, "What the heck?" Like he's just dancing to music, and
Yeah.
I think it's just saying, hey, what you liked about music and the Joker in the first movie,
Yeah.
we're only just going to give you more of that. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be musical in the normal sense of how it's used.
I would be very surprised.
I don't think it's going to be him singing to Harley about how much he loves her and
No, yeah, definitely not.
I think it will be their what is he what's the line that he says? What's the first line?
Should we play that line really quick?
Yeah.
That line is so good.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
Beginning of the trailer.
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
Okay, so that's not the voice of either Heath Ledger or Lady Gaga or of anyone we've heard so far. So it's probably some therapist character
Gotta assume.
talking to him
Right.
about possibly his delusions of thinking he's in a musical. That's my theory, is that
Okay.
he's using music to cope with whatever he's dealing with.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this earlier when the idea of coming up with talking about the Joker trailer, where did the first Joker even happen?
It's
Or is
The-
this the first Joker
or is it-
technically?
I know. It's so fun to think about. To me, one of the more fascinating storytelling techniques sometimes writers and storytellers use is the idea of like the unreliable narrator. I mean, like there's not really more of an unreliable narrator
Then Joker.
than the Joker.
Yeah.
Like there's just delusion on top of delusion. So how much of that actually happened in that world, quote unquote, is really up to the viewer in a way too, which is fun to think about. It'll be really interesting to see if we can just tap into Harley Quinn for a second.
Yeah.
You know, comically in her origin, she's the Joker's therapist, and the idea of the Joker's therapist is, or the idea of Harley Quinn as the Joker's therapist is, he is so delusional but so charismatic, he's able to take this pure person and bring her down to his level.
Yeah.
And it is supposed to be a real event, if you will.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what direction the movie decides to take. Will that be something that happens in reality, or will that be in his mind as well?
I think from that one shot of them dancing,
Yeah.
and then it smash cuts to them dancing in the street.
Yeah.
I think that's the same scene.
Yeah.
And they're thinking they're in a musical.
I love that.
So
I
it's
love
not
that. I
it's
love
not
that.
like
Oh my god, I think
it's
you're
not
on it.
it's
I
not
think you're on it.
canon, but it's
Yes.
like they're creating this world in their minds.
This performance-based world.
Yeah.
In their wow, I think you hit it.
Well, because there's no way we can just go from
No, that's
this
true.
realistic
You're right,
world
you're right.
of like the Joker and all this. But I think
That shot, Hotel Arkham, of them on the rooftop would then have to be.
it's not.
That's
it's
not. Yeah, yeah. I like
And
that. Hotel Arkham as their delusion for the fact that they're actually in an asylum, but they think it's a hotel. Oh my god, we're hitting on it. We got it.
shoot, okay, so that's it.
Okay.
So I'm absolutely positive that that Hotel Arkham scene of them dancing on that roof
Yeah.
is similar to what the shot of him getting all of the other Jokers to join him is in the first movie.
one. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
That never
I
happened.
know.
Because there's
Yeah.
it didn't.
No, I know.
I mean, I'm pretty much sold that
Right.
he made things up in his own mind. He made that
Yeah.
girl up for sure.
That was one of the best storytelling pieces of that first movie. It was awesome.
And I think maybe the only two real characters in this are going to be Harley Quinn and
him.
Joker.
And right.
And maybe people in the asylum, but even then,
Well, do we want to? We talked a little bit too prior to viewing the trailer. Like, do you want to say the trailer? Folie à deux? Did I get it right?
Folie à deux.
Folie à deux. So we translated that earlier because we had to. I know I had looked it up
Yeah.
months ago, but it is the idea of like an actual psychological disorder that you and another person are sharing, like a shared delusion.
Yeah.
To the point where like whatever you're hallucinating, that other person's like also hallucinating. So like we are clearly, definitely seeing that in the trailer.
Yeah. That's a perfect name. Todd Phillips.
He's so smart, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for as far as trailers go,
Man,
I'm all in.
I'm all in.
I'm all
All
in.
in
I'm
too.
there October 4th,
Yep.
sitting in my seat
Yep.
at the Palisade scene in IMAX.
It's an IMAX movie again? Yeah. He's going.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping.
You're hoping, yeah.
I'm really hoping. Oh gosh, I really hope this is an IMAX because this is a movie you want to see
Yeah.
on a big screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what we tapped into is what we're going to see from this movie. There's not much more we can say. We don't know really what the conflict is yet. It's
Even if there is one.
it's titled as official trailer, but people are calling it teaser because it's not
Yeah.
really giving us like
Yeah.
context.
It wasn't even necessarily.
It doesn't need to,
No.
but
and I think one of the magics of the first movie was there's not even necessarily this like massive, huge conflict of
it's
like,
an internal
it's
thing.
internal. So
Well,
cool.
I'm excited.
I'm pumped too.
Yeah, thanks for joining me talking about
Absolutely.
Joker Folie à Deux.
Well done.
Adieu. Isn't that goodbye?
That was really good.
Catch you later.
Man.